Hello and welcome back to This Board Game Life. I am your host, Mark, and today I am super excited because I'm unboxing Puerto Rico 1897 Special Edition from Awaken Realms. This is a classic board game, and it's coming back in this unique special edition. Puerto Rico is one of the most iconic strategy games in the world. In this game, you take different roles, including industrious builder, clever trader, stalwart captain, opportunistic prospector, and more. Bolster your wealth and reputation by carefully building your city, harvesting goods, and strategically governing the island of Puerto Rico. The player with the most prosperous island wins. This special edition offers enhanced components and artwork with an improved layout and general game feel. It includes all the previous expansions, a new expansion, and a solo mode. Some versions of this edition will include playmat, deluxe components, and or 3D terrain components. This game is designed by Andreas Seyfarth. Art is by Jacob Zikowski. It's published by Awaken Realms in 2025. For ages 14 and up, plays 1 to 5 people in about 90 to 150 minutes. So this can take you a little bit of time to play. All right, before we go to the table, I do ask, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for us. It's absolutely free, doesn't cost you anything. And if you want to be notified when new content like this video drops, hit that bell icon so you will not miss when the stuff like this is dropping. And I'm going to have should be the day after this video releases, I'll be doing an unboxing of San Juan, a special edition card game. So be sure to hit that bell icon, okay? All right, so it's a big game. There's a lot in here. I'm going to change cameras to the table, and we're going to start opening. So we've got the special edition game. I did get the acrylic tokens, so we're going to open this up, and I'll show that off to you. And I did get the playmat, so we'll take a look at all of that on this video today. All right, so let's get to the table and see if we can fit this thing in here. All right, so we definitely need to zoom out. No doubt about it. All right, let's get this content off the table for now. And we're going to just start with the big boy. We're going to open this up and go through it, and then we'll go and I'll show the play mat and the acrylic tiles. Now, I did not get like the 3D terrain and the buildings, things like that. I did not go for that. That was the all-in. But I believe I think I got everything else other than that. So trying to practice a little restraint with my Awaken Realms purchases, because it seems like everything they put out I have to back. And it is expensive. But their production quality and everything Awaken Realms does is incredible. If you haven't seen it, I got Grim Coven just in the last month, maybe 6 weeks. So I got a video on that. It's also from Awaken Realms. If you are interested in seeing that, I do have a video on the channel here. So go ahead and find that if you're interested. Another amazing game from Awaken Realms. All right, so Puerto Rico special edition. We got the rule book right here on top, and it's a thick one, got 44 pages. But again, there's going to be some solo play in here. There's a bunch of the rules for the expansions and stuff are in here. So we're going to be the actual base game is going to be quite a bit less. So probably here about 20, maybe 22 pages. So, because here goes into the page 22 goes into the 2-player game, expansions and alternative rules. And then even here, they're just giving you further explanations on the buildings, but actually how to play is not going to be, it's not really that hard. So, it's a fantastic game. And I am just stoked to even finally have the game, let alone this amazing, beautiful version. All right, so we got some reference cards here. Take those out. And so there's quite a few. So I think there's 2 for each player, because So what do we got? Regular and commercial buildings. So these are, what is there? One, there should be 5. Okay, and then these are, oh, so this is for the expansion. There's, for the expansions, there's player references for that. So I'll just show this one first. Just kind of get this up here for you to take a quick peek at. So you can see there's regular commercial buildings. There are alternative regular commercial buildings. Then on the other side, we have expanded commercial buildings and regular production buildings. So those are all listed. So you're going to want this one for your main game. And then if you are including any of the expansions, you can see this card does show for the first expansion. So the regular commercial buildings that are listed here, some expanded commercial buildings, and then expansion 2, same thing, regular production, regular commercial buildings, and the expanded commercial buildings. So I think I might, nope, yep. So those are the player reference cards, essentially. So there is one for each player. Again, does play up to 5. All right, so here, this should be our player board. Maybe. Oh, so it's 2-sided. So you have it this way, where you're going to put your, these are the different, oh yeah, I think, trying to remember, I think you put your roll cards out here, right here. So you put your ships up here and to load your stuff, and I think this is, I don't remember what goes here. I've only played it once. Now this side is an alternate way to lay the board. Essentially, you can play on either side, but you can lay it out however you want, depending, I guess, on your player count. One of them might fit better than the other. Personally, I think this. I don't know. I think I like this better, but oh, would you hush? I guess maybe he likes the other side. Would you stop? Shh. All right, and then so we've got Huertoma player board. I guess that's gonna be the for solo. A couple different, maybe it's like Automata, however we say that. Let me just take a quick peek what they say. So special edition components. So now this is the special edition. So if you did get the standard edition, a lot of these things you're going to see, they do show you down here. You're going to have like cardboard stuff. So this is the deluxe version. So you're going to see nicer stuff on here over the standard, but the game is still going to be just as fun. Is this? Oh, it says special Huertoma player board. I'm going to assume that's the. Oh, you know what? Let me go back here to. Let's see. Oh, there's the Puertoma components. So, yeah. So this is the single player to play against 2 automated opponents. Okay, so that's what these 2 boards are for. All right. Okay. Let's take off the shrink wrap here. So here's your cards for the stuff, or the tiles for the different roles. This out, show you. Now, some of the stuff, I'm going to assume that I may not need to punch, depending on what's actually in here, because I do have the acrylics to probably replace some of this stuff. But I'll just kind of hold this up here. I know these are like the roll cards that you're going to pick. These are thick cardboard, so just kind of show you there. Not bad. I mean, not thin, not really thin, but not super thick. But it's a nice thickness. So there's the other side of that. And then here's our boards for all the different, some of the buildings. Let me make sure I get all that in frame. And I got to remember, I'm going to have like right over like here, I'm going to have a image of the game. So I got to try to remember that so I don't overlay that too much. And of course, then I got my other camera on the other. Oh, well. I'm not a professional. I'm a novice. So again, all the different markets, buildings. We got outposts, assembly halls, lighthouses. Oh, trying not to punch till I have to. And here we've got some bigger buildings. You can see they're like two tiles wide. And here's the festival board. And then here's the cardboard for the quarry, the coffee, the tobacco, fruit, corn, and sugar. Now the fruit has replaced what used to be called indigo, and it's now called fruit. Then we've got the Portoma action board. We have some different tiles here. I don't remember exactly what those were for. I'm trying to remember. I think those were bonuses you can gain on the bottom of your board. Don't remember. I said I played it once. All right, here we got a nice insert showing you where everything goes. This is a nice. I really think I'm gonna really like this resource tray here, where it tells you where to put the corn, the sugar, the coffee crates. So sorry about that. He's leaving. And then they got tray for 2-player games, trays for 4-player games. Looks like they're going to tell you what you need to load up or pull out for different games. And then they have an in. Thank you. This one looks actually really good, showing you what goes on the very bottom, and then this goes on top of that, and layering these things. So this, that so that you see everything. This looks much desired. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Awaken Realms. I'll find out soon how well this works. Sometimes I get real excited when I see these, and then it's like, oh, that's not very helpful. This one actually looks really good. Like they're showing you on this side which tray and what things go in the trays, and then on this side they're showing you how to layer this stuff in back in the box. So I think this looks to be a great example. All right, so let's open up. These are sealed as well. Some nice player boards here. Let's take a look at those. See what we've got. All right. These are so nice. I love dual layer boards. Okay. Yeah, these are, look at that. That's a thick board. Very, very nice. So I guess you put your little character here. You're going to put your goods up there, your buildings down here. And then here you're going to, when you, no, these are not these are your buildings. These are, all right, what are they? Because when you get your goods, you put them over here, I believe. That's where you put your little resources. Let me see. So I got to punch out of the player board and what they called. Like I said, only played it once. So, well, that looks a little different. Oh, so you got a good slot, your coin slot. Oh, it does show your coins. This is your victory points. So you put your victory points, your goods, your coins here. Then up here is your countryside slots. You put your character here, and then down here are the buildings. So this, I believe, is when you put your things down to produce, like your sugar. You put your little tiles. I think that's it, and then you gotta use them to get the goods, something like that. I don't know. Oh, and look at this. So look at the artwork on there. Okay. So take a look at that board. Now look at the next one. It's different. How awesome is that? And that one is different than even the first two. So that's really cool. These are all a little bit different. So with the picture mainly right up here, their artwork. That's nice. All right. So, all right. Okay. I need to make a little bit more room. My other dog is still laying in here. The quiet one is still here. He's just laying behind me, snoozing. All right. So let's take a look at. Let me get the camera in a little tighter, I think, for this. I'm going to put that down there. All right. We'll look at this tray. So here are some of the ships. Let me get that book back. I keep putting the rule book away, but I like to have the little components lists out so I can see exactly what they call everything. So I do have a couple buildings that actually came in here. So this is the work register building. So that does come in the special edition. So really, really good looking. And then I have this one, which is the trading house. So, I think this is going to sit out on your main board. Let me show you. I believe this is just going to go, yeah, that's going to go right there on the board. And then you're going to be able to put the goods in there. There's slots for them. Okay. And these boats. So there's 3 of these. So this one holds, and there's different, so they hold 4, right? All of these boats look to hold 4, but I think you can slide these in. I don't understand this one because it doesn't cover anything. You're supposed to be able to like put these in to cover. I don't know. But this one adds another spot so that you can have a 5th good. This one, so you can see you can put these in. I think it's depending upon your player count. And I don't know why there's one that's blank because it doesn't cover anything. Because everything by default's a 4. So if I put this in, it's still just 4. I don't understand. I'll have to see it in the book, but so you can put these in to have the proper amount of cargo options in your ships. I think, and I do believe that's based on player count. It will probably be different. All right. Then we have this little first player token. It's the governor's marker model. So a little feather and ink bottle and like a quill pen. Was there something there? Am I missing something? What goes there? That might be something that gets punched. I don't know. I think that needs to go down further. All right. Then we're going to take a peek into this. So I'm going to just set this off to the side. And I don't wonder what goes in that spot, but we'll probably come across it eventually. What is shaped like that. Oh well. So here's some really nice resources. And if you take a look, you can see how the things are kind of labeled in there. They do have some markings in there. So, and it even says, where did I just see that? Was it this page? Wasn't that page? Oh, it was that sheet. So that sheet does tell you what goes where. So all the metal coins, and you can see there's a 1 and a 5 in here, so your 1s and your 5 coins. And then we have, so this looks like the plantains. I can get that. So there you go. Now you can see those like the plantains, which is just called the fruit. So these will go into that spot. Was it right there? So those will go there, but I want to show you. So there's the little crates. See, and there's your little fruit. Really cool. Now, again, on your boats, your ships, when these will sit out on the board, and when you load it up, they just fit right into the little square slots. So this ship right now can take 4 goods. So pretty nice. Overkill for sure, but who doesn't like overkill and deluxifying their game, right? So next we have what is this? Are these the coffee? So we have tobacco crates. Oh, I think these are the tobacco. Yeah, that's a tobacco leaf. Oops. Let me try to get, if you can see that tobacco leaf. And that goes, those are coffee. That's tobacco right there, it looks like. Right next to my fruit. Yep. And then we have, so that's corn. This is going to be sugar. And this must be my coffee. My coffee is gray. Is that correct? Looks like it from what I can tell. Oh, let me look at here. So we've got a corn, fruit, sugar. No, these are like grayish in color, but should be black. They should be black for the coffee. So I don't know why these are. Anyways, this is the coffee crate. It's kind of grayish. I believe they were supposed to be more black, but those go in there. I can see the little coffee bean emblem. Then I've got little sugar. So here's my little sugar crates. I don't think that's focusing very well because everything that's in the background. So sugar would be up here, right? All right, corn. I don't think I got them on the right. Here's my corn. I'll just kind of show them like that. You can see how those are. And trying to see the little symbols on there can be a little tough to see. So we got our fruit. We should have our tobacco right here. Somehow I've got these in the wrong spot. Because that looks more like, oh yeah, this is corn. That's a corn emblem right there. And then we've got sugar should go next to that. This looks like coffee beans though. I think this is stamped a little different. That looks like cane. That should be sugar. That would be coffee. And that would be tobacco. So my picture's different than what this is. As I can tell by the way it's stamped in there. All right. But anyways, so you got this tray. We'll have our metal coins when we get to those. They'll go in here, and then you can just pull this out, set this on the table, and you've got it out there. So that's nice too. I really like that they've done that. You know, you don't have to like get more of these things to have your resources out there. All right, so we're gonna cover this up. Still, I'm not sure what that is for, but we'll find out eventually, I'm sure. All right. So next, so this is a tray to have all the building tiles and stuff in here, and like your fruit tiles, your sugar tiles, tobacco, coffee. So you can see those in there. Those are where you put those tiles. We've got number tiles here, well, 1 through 10s. So down here, these you can see these are the double width ones. So your larger buildings are going to go in there. So again, this you'll put them in here for storing, then you pull this out and you can just set it out on the table. That will be out for play. All right. All right, let's keep going. Couple more trays here. Man, they've done a really nice job of this. So we've got our wooden victory points. So we've got some 5s and some 1s. So those are our victory point markers. We have a nice burlap bag that is rounded, which I like these because, well, once you put something in it, these bags will just stay standing up. But I got to put something in it. But yeah, see, they'll stay standing up on the table. So really nice bag. Victory point markers. Here's our money. I'm going to go ahead and put the money into my my tray right now, my little resource tray, and I'll show you what the money looks like. So we do have some about 5 valued coins. So it does have a 5 on it. Number 5. And then on the other side, looks like possibly maybe the flag or symbol of Puerto Rico. So they'll go on the 5 side. Then there's a bunch of 1s. Again, I really like this little resource tray that they put into the game. Wow, and these are pretty good. These are nice coins. Same thing, kind of a 1 on one side, and then probably the flag symbol on the other. There we go. Ready to play. Ready to go. That's awesome. Someone thought that out very well. All right, and I'm sure something's going to go in there. Okay. Here is a tray. So these are some citizen models. So there's 2 different types. There should be 10 of each. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there should be 10 men, 10 women. So I'll pull them out, just show them. So these are your workers. I think, oh no, these are for the expansion. These are one of the expansions. This is for expansion 1. There's these additional little worker tokens. So that is for expansion number 1. And there are new buildings and stuff with that. Okay. Hey, I'm back real quick. I'm going to interject this into the middle of this video because I forgot to show the actual workers to the game. Let me flip cameras again. So there's like 140 something of these. Come on, focus on them. So that I just kind of wanted to show you. Let's see if are these all the same. I think they might all be the same for this. Yeah, they look all the same. So there's a whole bunch of these. These are your worker tokens for the base game. The red ones I showed you were for an expansion. So I forgot to put that in. Wanted to add that in here. All right, back to your regularly scheduled programming. Okay. Then we have some cards in this container. So we've got festival activities. So this one's going to have 12 festival cards, 30 achievement cards, and I think that's about, let's see if there's any here for the regular. Any cards outside of the helper cards. We do have, those are the buildings, so that's not in this stack. So, and then that's expansion 1. Oh, expansion 2. Oh, expansion 2 does the, sorry, those little red people. So in the rule book, you got expansion 1 showing these different tiles. Expansion 2 gives you citizens. So there's a couple buildings on those citizen models. Expansion 3 gives you a smuggler role title and a smuggler token. Expansion 4 is that festival board. 5 is festival activities. So there's 12 festival cards, which are in here. And then you've got 30 achievement cards in expansion 6. So that's the cards in there. All right. And then there's also, when we're punching and putting acrylics, all that stuff's going to end up going away in these other spots. So, all right. So now here, if you can see, it's stamped 2-player. So you're going to fill this thing up with, where did it go? They're going to show you here for the tray for the 2-player game. You're going to put 42 worker models in there. You're going to put 7 of the 5 VP tokens, and you're going to put 30 of the 1-point tokens in there. And the player number indicator, again, it shows on this tray. So they're telling you in here what to put in these slots, which is super nice. And if you have a 2-player game, you just pull this out and everything you need is there. I'm like, how cool is that? I don't have to, they're going to, everything's sorted based on your player count. Now, if I'm going to have, obviously, if I've got 5-player game, you're going to be pulling out the trays for the 2, 3, 4, and the 5-player, and then you'll have everything. So, but yeah, if you only have 3 players, you take out the 2 and 3-player trays. So, and you can see here, so we got more workers. Probably the correct amount's already in there. And you've got states right up here, 3, 4, and 5 players. So they're stamped on the tray, which is super nice. Then there's one more tray in the bottom, which holds, okay, so this holds a bunch of tiles. This might be for an expansion. So we'll have to double check, because you do have this one here, which holds these tiles. We looked at that board earlier. And then this is the one that goes on the bottom. Looks like it holds a bunch of stuff there. I might still have to look up how to, for the most part, this does a really good job, but I gotta see what tiles go down there and like compared to what goes up here. So we'll take a peek at that. We'll look into that in a little bit. But that's everything that comes in the base game, if you will. Before I open up the acrylic stuff, I'll show the acrylic, or not the acrylic. Before I open up the acrylic box, we'll take a look at the player mat. So it's also double-sided, so you can lay it out that way. Oh, I think I'm zoomed. I zoomed in a bit ago, didn't I? So you can have it that way, or you can lay it out like this on the table. So very nice looking, and I would probably use this side myself, but I guess it depends on how you're set up. If you have a 2-player game, then one person on each side, then someone doesn't have to look up at the board up, the board upside down. So it's nice that I like when companies use both sides of the mat. I think that's nice. Okay, so the last thing before I have to go put all this away is we got the acrylic tokens. So this is going to contain, so I don't have to punch like all that cardboard because I've got acrylic tokens and things. There's most of the stuff, the cardboard I don't have to use or to punch out, and these will go in their place. I really do like acrylic token upgrades and things like that. Acrylic tiles. One of my favorite upgrades for fancifying my games. All right. And again, if you're still watching and you haven't yet, let me take this moment to say, oh, I can't do that. I'm on the wrong camera. Like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. So here we go. Take a look at, here, we'll look this way. Let me go back in a little bit. Let me get some of this stuff off the screen a little bit. So, yeah, these are nice and thick. So, if you can hear that, it's trader one cell. Yeah, so they're identical on either side. So it doesn't matter how it goes out, but these are going to be your rolls instead of using the cardboard cards. I've got these things. So those are there. These are for, what are these for? These are all, oh, I'm like, they're all the same. Yeah, they are the same on this side, but the other side is fruit. So that's for harvesting. You got your coffee. Let's see. We've got coffee right here. This one is, that's a fruit. Here's a sugar and a corn. And then we have a quarry, some quarry tiles. And here's your smuggler token, the smuggler roll. So raid a ship, plunder the trading house, poach workers, capture the roll. So then there's 2 adventure tiles. Planter, recruiter, craftsman, the builder, the trader, and the captain. So that's those. Super stoked to have those. And then here we go. Here's another tray. Okay. Looks like some of this has shifted a little bit in shipping, just to be expected. But they're all basically the same thing. They're just those nice acrylic tiles of these. So this says a small fruit depot produces fruit. On the other side, so I think this is, again, I'm not positive. I think this is probably when you purchase it, and when you put it on, I'm going to assume when you put it on your board, it probably goes like this. But don't quote me on that. But we got sugar mills, a small market, builder yard, hacienda, small warehouse, and then we got a residence here. So this is one of the bigger tiles. And that's what it looks like on the other side. So, and then looks like the final tray here. Under here, I'm just going to set this box off to the side because this stuff's not going to go back in this box. So, some slight movement, but I'll just kind of hold this up, show you some more of the various acrylic tiles. There's the large tailor shop up here, some more of these larger buildings. So, take a look at the cathedral on the other side. I mean, the artwork's gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. Really, really like this tile set. All right. I believe that's it. That should do it. So let's go back to the, if I can find it, my button. Hit that thumbs up if you would, please, so much. Really appreciate the like, and hit that subscribe, absolutely free. It does help us out. And then hit that bell icon so you're not missing any new content. Please feel free to message, send us a comment below on the YouTube channel here, and let us know your thoughts on. I'd love to hear what you think on things like this. Like, if you've got the original game, I mean, what do you think of them doing reprints like this? Very expensive reprints over the original games. Do you enjoy it? Do you think it's just a money grab? Personally, I love it because for me, someone newer into the hobby, I've not played this. And same like Castles of Burgundy, my first copy was the special edition. So it allows someone newer to come in and play a classic, fantastic game just kind of totally blinged out if you want. And even if you don't go with the acrylic tiles and stuff, you're going with the standard edition, it is still super nice. And I really love that Awaken Realms is doing new stuff, like Grim Coven is a brand new thing. It's not a reprint of something, but then doing these like Agricola and Castles of Burgundy and Puerto Rico and other classic games giving this special edition treatment. I absolutely love it. But I'd love to hear from you. Again, thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. I hope you have a great holiday. We'll see you at the table.